In the shadow of the steeple, we find grace, you and me. We're tangled in embrace, underneath that sky of endless blue. God's love shines through. Fields of green where we lay our heads, whispered prayers, words we never said. Hand in hand down this winding road, with God's love we bear the load. Together we stand, hearts intertwined in the fabric of faith, forever aligned, through trials, through pain, through joy above. It's you, me, and God's love. Candles flicker in the evening air, silent vows in the night's deep care. Through every tear, through every shove, it's you, me, and God's love. In the whispers of the pines we hear echoes of hope, ringing loud and clear. No storm too fierce, no valley too low. With God's love, we always know. Together we stand, hearts intertwined in the fabric of faith, forever aligned, through trials, through pain, through joy above. It's you, me, and God's love.
In a world so frayed and torn, you came to me, a light reborn. In your eyes, the stars found rest. Heaven sent you. I am blessed.
When the nights were cold and dark, loneliness left its mark. You held my hand, showed the way. Heavenly light turned night to day.
Heaven sent you to me, a guardian the stormy sea. Through trials and sorrows we find heaven's message and love divine. the storm will fade. Through every shadow, you're my guide. Heaven knew where love resides.
Beneath the cross where love first bloomed, our hearts found a sacred tune. In this life, through joys and fears, we'll walk together through the years. By the river where we first prayed, our vows and whispers softly laid. Hand in hand with faith so true, God's love binds me to you. In this heart full of grace, I see your angelic face. Every day and every night, your love shines with holy light. Fields where daisies grow, we'll watch our children learn and grow. Under the sky so wide and free, your love is my eternity. Through trials, tears, and joyful days, we'll sing our Savior's praise. With each step we'll find our way, guided by His light and grace. In this heart full of grace, I see your angelic face. Every day and every night, your love shines with holy light. Every day and every night, your love shines with holy light. On a hill where the sunlight lingers, two hearts met in a twist of fate. Golden fields and a whisper of angels, love written in heaven's slate. In the church where the candles flicker, vows are given, pure and deep. Underneath His watchful vision, promises that heaven keeps. God wrote our love story on the pages of the skies. With His hand in tender glory, we found love through His eyes. His eternal bars. God wrote our love story on the pages of the skies. With His hand in tender glory, we found love through His eyes. I wander through the shadows, lost in my mind, stumbling through the darkness, hoping to find a glimmer of salvation, a beacon so true, led by a force that pulled me straight to you. The storms, they raged, and the skies turned gray. I knelt on broken ground, I began to pray. In whispers and in silence, a voice broke through. Soft as the dawn, God led me to you. Oh, in every tear and every sigh, in every question of why, in the heartache and the sorrow, God led me to you for a brighter tomorrow. Through valleys of despair, we walk side by side, with faith worn and frayed, but never denied. In the arms of grace, our spirits grew. Hand in hand, God led me to you. In the stillness of the night, stars shining above, we found a whisper of His love. With every step, the journey unfolds. In the tapestry of life, a story told. Oh, in every tear and every sigh, in every question of why, in the heartache and the sorrow, God led me to you for a brighter of despair, we walk side by side, with faith worn and frayed but never denied. In the arms of grace, our spirits grew. Hand in hand, God led me to you. Out in the valley where the rivers run deep, I heard a whisper carried on the breeze. In the quiet chapel beneath the twilight hue, God led me gently, He led me to you. Up on the hillside where the wildflowers bloom, we spoke of dreams beneath the silver moon. With every prayer, with every word we knew, God was our steeple, He brought me to you. When the night is long and the stars are few, in your loving arms I know what's true. Through every trial and every joy we pursue, God led me to marry you, led me you, led me to marry you. In every shadow where doubts may hide, your faith and love are my guiding light. Through the stormy weather, skies gray and blue, God's hand in ours, forever we renew. Years may pass and time may fade, but the covenant we made will never sway. With every sunrise in mornings new, God's promise blooms and brings me back to you. When the night is long and the stars are few, in your loving arms I know what's true. Through every trial and every joy we pursue, God led me to marry you, led me you, led me to marry you. When the night is long and the stars are few, in your loving arms I know what's true. Through every trial and every joy we pursue, God led me to marry you, led me you, led me to marry you. In a chapel small at dawn's first light, two hearts whispered hope in morning sight. With trembling hands and sacred vows, love's eternal promise here and now. God bless our wedding story, written in the skies. With every loving moment, tears and tender sighs, in His grace we'll journey from the start till end. God bless our wedding story, on His love will depend. Through fields of gold and shifting sands, we've walked together, hand in hand. Faith as strong as ocean tides, with God's love we will abide. God bless our wedding story, written in the skies. With every loving moment, tears and tender sighs, in His grace we'll journey from the start till end. God bless our wedding story, on His love will depend. God's light will guide us, love pure and true. Together we'll stand, come what may, in every night, in every day. God bless our wedding story, written in the skies, with every loving moment, tears and tender sighs. In His grace we'll journey from the start to the end. God bless our wedding story, on His love will depend. In a chapel draped with silence, candles burned a steady calm. The pews all stood with reverence for this day we'd waited on. As I took each sacred step, felt the Spirit in the air. With every beat my heart aligned, knowing love was waiting there. In the whispers of the organ and the sunlight through the panes, I saw a vision of us together, walking through the rains, through the laughter and the sorrow, through the trials we'd come to face. I felt a guiding presence, saw the promise of God's grace. God walked me down the aisle, with each step I took. His hand was on my shoulder, and His words upon the book. He blessed us with a journey that in love would have no end. God walked me down the aisle to You, oh, my love, my heart, my friend. The vows we made were humble, yet they carried heaven's weight. In the echoes of the chapel, our future set a date. With each word I felt Jesus stand right there by my side, and reassure my trembling soul, this love could never hide. As the candles flickered gently and our eyes began to tear, I felt an everlasting joy, a love so pure and clear. In the quiet moments, in the peace of that sweet day, God spoke His endless promise that our hearts would find the way. Down the aisle to You, my love, my heart.